A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium and Athens. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Georgia Bulldogs. Onside, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, Coach Kirby Smart told me his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And here he comes out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Dropping back, it's Stockton. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Wiley. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where the...
Finding some room. 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. This quarterback part of their running game. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much 25 matchup, so which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Throwing Reed, extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Owens. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, there's no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Texas A&M going quickly. Here's Reed to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Stepping to the right. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The RPO, it's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Makes it past the marker. Maybe a crease. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Reed. The throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Play action with Reed. Oh, they're after him. Avoids pressure on the right. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Got a little grass. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The option look. The pitch. Breaks into the open. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark it down at the 27. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
To the air, it's Stockton. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Touchdown, Dogs! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The run inside. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Play fake. Marcel Reed makes the catch. It's Horton. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. And the Aggies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense not showing press coverage. Reed on the play action. Under fire. Buys a little time. He'll get rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 3 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Sooners on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing it.
There's some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the 2nd half. Get this run game established.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always running, just exhausting.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Reed to throw for it on 4th. Dumps it to the back. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
To the air, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to run it. He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one. Georgia going up tempo.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
He's going to fire to the left. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Reed. Pressure coming. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types.
Here's a little room there. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. On the move at the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Here's Reed to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
Rush is on him. Being chased. Makes the catch. Going for the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes. This is a gamble. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Crosses to 30. Off to the races to the right. Pass to 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldog. 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Reed. Here comes the heat. Myers on the move. Got a man. It's Owens. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Play fake, Reed. Finds his man. At the 35, he's loose. Makes a grab and room to run. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Back to pass, it's Reed. Safe completion on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to barge their way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas A&M! The Aggies get it right back. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. Send the tight end in motion. Running inside. It's Frazier. Could be an alley. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Now adjusting. Outside the pocket, lets it go. The short hands, it's Wiley. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussy. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Looking for a huge play. A full dive to haul that one in. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball. And not.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game, down a couple of scores, and now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
And the Dogs will hustle to the line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
I tell you, you got to be